Okay, so this is the topic that I would like to cover today, and I hope that we will be able to go beyond already from how many meetings already of talking about this philosophy of cultural relativism, which is now becoming popular, not only in the West pero siguro in worldwide education in general, no? It's a tendency to think that yung ethics really is not so much dictated by objective moral principles, but rather by yung whatever culture that you have, then that will determine morality. If i-define pa natin ito ng kaunti mamaya siguro, no, ng mas defined using number 5 in those 6 claims. Siguro part of your answer, ayoko naman sigurong pangunahan yung marami sa inyo, pero kung napansin ninyo, part of the answer is to really lay down also a number of claims, no, that they are doing, no, which are not arguments themselves. You can only get at least some of the propositions, maybe one, two, or even three propositions, and then create an argument out of it. We will try to clarify that later. But the definition of cultural relativism really is from number 5 here. Sinasabi, the moral code of a society determines what is right or wrong. Uh, okay, so sa una pa lang siguro, you already know and I've revealed that since the beginning, I myself personally am not a cultural relativist. I am not an adherent or I'm not a follower of this kind of philosophy. And I think the argument not only is invalid, it is also not defensible. Due partly to its invalidity, pero using counter examples later, naniniwala ako na merong mga culture na uh, hindi lang sila salungat sa mga moral principles talaga na pwede nating i-demonstrate na mga moral principles talaga to withhold to all people. Like for example, the protection of life or the dignity of people, no? Which is kind of linked to the philosophy of Immanuel Kant din, no? Respect for elders, yung mga ganun, which is really part of the moral principle din ng maraming mga kultura, no? Na nakagawian na rin. So maaaring pwedeng sabihin na may mga objective na principles because meron din talagang mga uh, target yung mga objective principles na yon na kailangan na lang i-correct yung mga behavior o mga kultura that are already not helpful or are in fact even detrimental to life or even human dignity. And we need not go far in setting an example for that because ang dami tayong mga example ng mahagilap, di ba? When you were listening ba to Dr. Dale Taghi, ano yung mga sinabi niyang mga examples na mga culture na hindi dapat pairalin or hindi dapat itolerate o hindi dapat, are we going to harbor another Holocaust, for example? And the Holocaust is really what? It's propelled by a culture that is no other than racial discrimination, hindi ba? Uh, and there are others too, no? Like for example, na-mention yata ni Dr. Del Tagi, no? Yung mga ibang kultura na mga religions, halimbawa, that require human sacrifice, no? How about uh, those others that require the sacrifice of children? May mga religion pa rin, no? Whether or not it's done in reality or it's a mock sacrifice or anything, it's still for some people is an abomination, no? It should not be tolerated kasi detrimental sila sa human existence, no? Doon pa lang malaki na kaagad yung problem with cultural relativism. Uh, I have wanted, I really intended for you, sana, kung hindi ka rin cultural relativist, or even if you are, no, maybe the activity might be able to make you think otherwise, no? Like maybe you can change your mind, or maybe even you can even further prove that uh, hindi defensible. You can further expose even the inadequacy or even the indefensibility of the argument. So dito muna tayo. Sinabi ni Dr. Del Taggi dito, ethics, and even if ethics would be classified under one of the humanities subjects, which is considered as a social science as well, how is it different from sociology and anthropology, for example, no? Pagka sociology or anthropology or social anthropology and other related science na hindi ethics, uh, ang trabaho lang yata ng professor is simply to describe those different types of cultures, and then uh, hindi naman sila magre-require na mag-think ka in terms of morals, in terms of which culture is better than the other, in terms of how they promote, say for example, the principle of life, yung mga ganyan, no? Ang trabaho lang daw natin siguro sa socio-anthropology is just to describe culture. At dahil dun sa mga differences dun, natitempt yung iba na uh, magbigay din ng moral implication yung mga differences na yun. Pero matibay ba na basehan yung cultural differences para sabihin na lahat ng mga kultura na to ay acceptable and morally correct? Right? So I don't know if you understand my point of view or my question, no, pero sinasabi rin from the beginning ni Dr. Dale Taggi, ethics uh, is unlike socio-anthropology. Ethics would deal with what is right or wrong, what is moral or immoral. Ethics would deal with things that can be understood to be either correct or incorrect. So, naturally, maiisip natin na baka may mga kultura na hindi dapat i-accept. May mga kultura na acceptable, may mga kultura din na hindi dapat i-accept. Trabaho yun ng ethics na magsabi noon. Ang problema nga lang, mag-overlap minsan yung mga humanities subjects na yan na para bang merong sa panahon natin, kung hindi nyo napapansin, merong imagine na primacy yung socio-anthropology over ethics. 'Di ba? Na parang gustong sabihin na hindi na natin dapat uh, palawakin pa yung discussion up to discussion of what is right or wrong, because all these cultures by virtue of their differences are morally acceptable naman lahat, which is actually the very implication of our conclusion ng cultural differences argument later on. Okay, so definitely katulad ng sinabi natin nung una pa lang, kakaiba yung ethics kasi it talks about right or wrong. It doesn't simply describe culture. Okay? So, by the way, mahina ba or okay lang ba yung volume ko? Can you
Yes po, sir.
Okay, can you hear? Okay.
Yes, sir. Clear naman po.
Okay. Sometimes kasi yung some people are breaking up pag nag-respond. So, okay. Pagpatuloy natin. Meron tayo ditong 6 claims that are made by cultural relativists. Tandaan po natin, ang mga claims na to ay mga proposition po, mga to. Hindi sila mga argument. You don't have 6 arguments here. You have 6 propositions. And these are mga kinuhang mga informasyon at siguro through different methods by just interviewing or maybe just observing cultural relativists kung paano sila mag-claim ng kanilang mga claims, no? Yung iba dyan ay simply describing like in social anthropology. Some, however, will have moral implications. Okay? So halimbawa, yung number 1, wala namang moral implication yung number 1, kundi sinasabi lang niya na magkakaiba yung mga culture. Which is actually, pwede ka mag-assign ng truth value dun sa first proposition. And by the way, a proposition in Aristotelian logic is a statement that makes a claim or an assertion. possibly most of propositions would be in the form of a declarative. At hindi siya question, hindi rin siya order. Like for example, get me a glass of water might not be a proposition depending on how it is used kasi parang most likely ang yung get me a glass of water is only is not a proposition at all. It's an imperative. Okay, so number one, different societies have different moral codes. It's a proposition, all right, because it's claiming that there are different societies and they have different moral principles. That probably is true. Likely to be true, di ba? Okay, who among you is convinced that it is true? Even I myself am convinced, and even Dr. Tagi is convinced that number one is true. Okay? Kaya lang, yung 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 na yan, dyan tayo magka-question. Kung number one is true, so as all the other claims ba ng mga cultural relativists, are they also true? Probably we'll have to think twice. Why is that the case? Kasi sinasabi na ng number 2 at meron ng moral implication ito, somewhat, yung there's no objective standard or the moral code of our society is just one among many, then it becomes opinionated. So if there's no objective standard, ibig sabihin ng walang objective standard is meron kang isang standard for protection of life and dignity of people, halimbawa yung standard mo, it doesn't really apply to all cultures. Kasi baka yung isang culture, pwedeng may family resemblance yung kanyang moral principles with your own principle, or pwede rin naman opposed talaga, no? Talagang magkakontra yung culture or yung principle ng culture mo dun sa culture ng kabila. Kasi magkaiba kayo ng moral principle at pwedeng maging contradictory pa sila yung mga moral principles of these two groups of people. Okay? And number 3 is already saying that both your culture and the other culture, they have both moral principles, and both moral principles will have to be accepted as applicable to each of them respectively. Why? Kasi hindi naman talaga sila objective standards. They are merely opinions. Okay? So, for some people, that already is a dangerous claim. Nung bang nagka-pandemic, halimbawa, sasabihin mo ba na yung protection of life and health as a moral principle, merely opinion lang ba yun? Or merong objective na force yun? You are compelled by your reason really to protect yourself because there's a pandemic going on, right? So, merong objectivity yung claim na yun instead of being purely subjective. Okay? Ibig sabihin, applicable din siya sa lahat ng probably sa sangkatauhan. Sino ba dito yung gustong, halimbawa, dahil hindi mo protektahan yung sarili mo, ay gusto mong mapahamak. Di ba? Wala naman siguro. Maybe somebody who is not in his right mind. But granted that it is a global phenomenon, everybody was encouraged to try to do your best to protect yourself. And of course, you know me, di ba? It's not limited to taking the bakuna, ha? There are so many other ways to protect yourself. Okay? Or wearing face shields, which is actually ayun yung gusto nilang mga ng mga otoridad, pero those are not the only means. Let me make myself clear on that, no? Okay, number 4, which is quite it's in connection to number 2 and 3 also. There's no universal truth in ethics. Dahil nga walang objective standard. Okay? Okay, number 5 is really the very definition of cultural relativism itself, which happens to be like in the form of a proposition, the moral code of society determines what is right or wrong. In other words, it's the culture that dictates what is right or wrong. And yung dictate niya according to the moral principle that dictates what is right or wrong within that society is not really an objective moral principle, but is in fact daw an opinion, a mere opinion. Kaya nga, kapag gagamitin mo na yung opinion na yun, to correct another culture which is in contradiction to your culture, you are merely doing arrogance. You are being arrogant daw when you try to correct others based on the moral principle that you hold. Kasi baka iba yung culture nila, bakit mo sila i-judge? Kaya nga yung idea na bawal maging judgmental. Kaya lang, ang problema doon is kailangan mong uh, mag-draw the line between kailan ka dapat maging judgmental or use your proper judgment. Kasi there's such a thing as good judgment, di ba? When are you judging improperly? Halimbawa, you're judging improperly, halimbawa, if you're going to judge people by the color of their skin or by what they wear, yung katalinuhan ba ng tao is based on what they wear. So kailangan ba naka-Amerikana ako pag magtuturo ako, yung ganun? Or something like the color of my skin. I am not a white man. I am a brown-skinned Filipino and that's why I am less intelligent than the American. That is an example of bad judgment siguro, no? If that's what you mean by don't judge me or don't judge the book by its cover. Okay? Pero ang judgment po kasi ay ginagamit sa basic thinking, sa operations ng mental intelligence ng tao. Kailangan mo yan para makabuo ka ng statements, ng propositions, and then later on argue ka using propositions, and then you can conclude, you can do logical deduction. You will definitely need the power of judgment, right? Kaya you can judge things if you can you know and understand when to judge correctly or when to make a good judgment. Okay? That I judge that the sky is blue, or that I can deduce that Socrates might or is more likely to be mortal because all men are mortal. Yung mga ganun, no? And Socrates happens to be a human being, and that's the reason why I can deduce that Socrates is mortal, di ba? I'm using the capacity of judgment when I do these mental operations. So bakit mo sasabihin na bawal judgmental all the time? Hindi pwedeng ganun. Okay? At minsan, hindi ito mere arrogance. You know why? Are you going to judge the people themselves or are you judging their actions? Kasi magkaiba po yun. Pwedeng you are judging merely their actions and not yung actions lang nila at hindi yung mga tao mismo. It's sort of like the Christian principle of you can love the sinner but you can still hate the sin while still loving the sinner. That kind of irony, right? Oh. Punta na tayo doon sa cultural differences argument. An argument in logic is composed of premises and conclusion. Pwedeng, like this one, pwedeng isang premise lang. Parehas na proposition sila. Yung number 1 is your premise, number 2 is your conclusion. These are probably derived from the other slide earlier, no? Yung number 1 is also the number 1 in the other. Tapos yung 2 combination ng 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. Okay. So sinasabi ng number 1, different cultures, naturally, different moral codes, different moral principles in different cultures kasi magkakaibang mga grupo sila. For example, a culture in Japan might not necessarily be the same as the culture in the Philippines or in America. Hindi gumagamit ng po and opo yung mga Americans. Okay? Even in the Muslim community, they differ even in the way to treat, for example, non-Muslims. Merong kukunting population ng mga Muslims who are actually they go to war and they say that to kill all infidels, yung mga ganyan, no? But these are the jihad, ano, parang not necessarily, baka nga misinterpretation pa ng idea ng jihad. Eh. Yung idea ng you use violence through sword, yung sa Islamic fundamentalism, but you also have this other group which is a bigger group of Muslims who are peace-loving. So definitely, magkaibang grupo, magkaibang culture din. Okay, that's what number 1 is saying, and that is definitely true, right? Through empirical investigation or whatnot, no? So number 2, there is no objective truth in morality, right and wrong on matters of opinion. Okay, so that's exactly what I think the other 2 or 3 propositions are saying in the second slide. Sinasabi dito na walang objective truth dahil yung isang principle baka hindi siya applicable sa lahat. Baka applicable siya sa isa or sa kukunti, pero it's definitely not applicable to all. And ang mangyayari niyan is you are holding an opinion much like all the other cultures. If you are opposed to their moral principle, then their principles are also opinions and mere opinions. So ano ang implication nito ngayon? Ang mangyayari niyan is that sasabihin mo in the first place na it implies now that what? It implies now that lahat ng mga cultures na yan and their moral principles, however they are different or opposed to one another, they should all of them should be acceptable. All of them should be accepted. There's a alternative way of looking at it through Daniel Vonnevac. Halos parehas din, pero siguro kung i-base mo yung answer mo doon sa version ni Dr. Tagi, okay na yon, no? Sinabi ko lang naman dito, ethical truths relative to culture, parehas ng sinasabi doon, societies differ. And then, you have a latent premise doon sa number 2, naka-yellow yan kasi pwedeng ginagamit lang naman nila yan to justify a connection between 1 and 2, which hindi naman ma-justify, right? Okay, now, the issue concerning validity. Ang sabi ni Dr. Dale Tagi, this argument actually is not valid. Okay, as a rule of thumb in logic actually, kapag meron ka daw case na lahat ng premises mo, in this case isa lang naman yung premise, no? Kung lahat ng premises mo ay true, kahit lahat sila ay true, kung false naman yung conclusion, magiging invalid. I-explain natin ng konti kung bakit ganun. Okay, so by the way, klaro pa ba ako? Can you hear me? I'm not, hindi naman nag-break up yung aking audio.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, sabihin nyo lang kung may tanong kayo. Ganito, i-rewrite nyo na lang sa isip ninyo yung argument. Meron kang dalawang premise at isang conclusion. Yung ganitong form. All horses are fast runners. Lahat ng kabayo ay kayang tumakbo ng mabilis. Second premise, all rabbits are fast runners. Lahat ng kuneho, kaya nilang tumakbo ng mabilis. Mabilis din yung kuneho, di ba? All rabbits are fast runners, all horses are fast runners. Parehas na true, di ba? Yung premises mo. Kaya lang, pwedeng ang conclusion mo is all rabbits are horses, which is definitely false. Ang tawag sa ganyang fallacy is fallacy of undistributed middle. But it's one case wherein both of the premises are true, but you still have a false conclusion. It's fallacious. It's not valid. Like in this case, yung nasa screen ninyo ngayon, it's likely to be the case na number 1 is true and number 2 is not true. Okay, paano natin masasabi na hindi true yan? Through counter example. You have this kind of culture, for example, the worship of Kali, no? The god or goddess of destruction for the 2D Indians, at nagre-require sila ng human sacrifice. Halimbawa, no? Masasabi ba natin na walang objective truth and morality na magsasabi na mali yung ginagawa nila? It seems like all the people that I've encountered so far are saying that karumal-dumal po itong ginagawa na ganyan. Hindi dapat itolerate yung culture na ganyan. So, parang I feel like there is an objectivity to the idea that you should not be doing that because that's detrimental or harmful to life. Number 2 probably is not true unless you're not convinced. And yung idea na yon na you should protect your life, health, and dignity of persons are not mere opinions. Are they mere opinions or do they have force you don't even have to be religious like God says don't do it. Diba? The God of the Bible forbids that kind of activity. Even if you use the mere force of reason, of rational capacity ng tao, sasabihin nyo pa rin that that activity is not correct. yung mag-alay ka ng sanggol sa sa altar halimbawa is not correct. So therefore hindi siya mere opinion, may puwersa siya by the power of reason to say that it's applicable to everyone no matter kung anong klaseng tao ka. Mali pa rin yung ginagawa ng mga Sujis or any similar culture. Okay? Okay. May isa pa akong gustong sabihin tungkol sa invalidity nito. Bakit siya invalid? Pansinin natin yung sa structure ng argument na to. Yung number 2 ba is derivable ba siya from number 1? Katulad ng derivability ng Socrates is mortal dun sa all men are mortal. Pansinin ninyo na sa deductive argument, all men are mortal, therefore Socrates is mortal. Na-define na kaagad ng premise kung ano yung pwede mong i-conclude. Ibig sabihin yung conclusion, hindi siya lumalagpas doon sa claim ng premise. Para to correctly deduce or to correctly derive a conclusion, it should not go beyond the scope of the premise. Ano yung sinabi ng premise natin dito? Ang mga kultura ay iba-iba at iba-iba rin ang kanilang pananaw sa morality. Walang sinabi dito tungkol sa pagiging hindi objective ng morality. Pero claim yun sa number 2, which is kind of disconnected. No claim of that sort that is being done in number 2 is being claimed by number 1. Number 2 actually is going already beyond the scope that was set by the first premise or the first proposition. Or pwede rin sabihin natin na not only does it go beyond, it is also different. That is to the extent that it is clearly disconnected from number 1. Number 2 is a claim that is entirely very, very different from number 1. It's not even relevant. Number 2 is not relevant to number 1. Kung di kayo naniniwala, tagalogin natin. Ang mga kultura ay iba-iba. Ang kanilang mga moral codes ay iba-iba rin. Therefore, walang objective truth o right or wrong or opinion lang at lahat sila ay tama. Bakit lahat sila ay tama? As an implication ng number 2, kasi magkakaiba sila. Yun bang pagkakaiba ay enough reason para sabihin na lahat sila ay itatama mo? Ano ang magdedetermine na kung ano yung tama o mali? Cultural differences? Dahil naiiba? Think about this. Naiiba si Hitler sa mga democratic